Okay, I have the mic further away from my face, so hopefully there won't be as much, background shit from me breathing. So, see, first my voice is too quiet, and now my breathing is too loud. I can't win. I'm kidding, don't worry. I understand. It sounds fucking awful. And I'd love to get a new mic, but I'm skint, because habits. Anyway, we have 3 battles here. It's really not what you think. Look at the time, it's 16 minutes. That's a relatively solid length for one battle. You can kind of guess what's going to happen for these 3. Anyway, looking at this guy's team, he's got hideous stall team of death. Gay, man. Just, the only thing that doesn't look remotely stally is the Dragonite, and maybe the Heatran, but let's face it, most Heatrans are walls these days. Anyway, I'm going to lead off my crosser on the off chance that this Jellicent doesn't feel like taunting, but it does. By the way, I felt like changing my team up. Yeah, it didn't go well. It really didn't. After the match after this, I just got raped and thought, oh, fuck this bloody thing. I'm going back to my whole rain team. I have so little conviction, I can't be asked to try something for longer than 2 games. Anyway, this is the only reason I put this battle in. He scolds me, and I'm thinking, hey, it's probably going to switch, so I'm going to copycat the scold, and guess what comes in? Yeah, Gliscor! Guess what I do? I copycat the scold, and you can guess what happens with the scold? I get a bone! And I was like, oh yeah! That's literally it. The rest of the battle is just stall until he DCs. That was the only worthwhile thing in the entire battle, but it was so awesome. I'm like, Lopunny, you're a beast. Yeah! But yeah, short of that, it was just crap. So it's in like ×8 speed, so you can't see anything, I can't narrate anything, I just don't care enough. It was really dull. And it was pretty much just a fight of can I get rid of that motherfucking Tentacruel? Can I set up my hazards? And will this Jellicent ever piss off? Because Taunt Jellicent, when I used this team, it was a problem. And lo and behold, I try it again, and there it is, just staring me in the face, shitting all over my parade for trying to use something different. So there you go. I tried. Like I say, my action replay is broken, because the action replay is one of the cheapest, most useless piece of shite you can physically buy. But I am still in my refusing to buy an ace card kind of mood. Because then I gotta get the emulator, and I got a new save, and then I have to buy there. That's what I say to that bollocks. I can't be bothered. Just effort that I can't be asked to expend. The only thing that I would really want to do, because the thing I like is when you live record using a webcam, you have the pauses, so if it's a really intricate move, you can actually say what you want to say, whereas if you use the, the playback feature, you just don't get any pauses. It's just move, 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 move. There's no real breathing room or time to talk. But there is one thing, you can actually, I think if you pay like 60 quid, you can get a DS Fat, and you can have like recording gobbins put into it for you, or you get a kit where you can do it yourself. That's the only thing I like to do. But hey, the 6th gen X and Y is coming out on the 3DS, so I can't do that for that. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. Anyway, yeah, this battle D season ends, and I'm like, whatever. So this next battle is, it's interesting. You'll see why. Yeah, I think Wi-Fi has been crapping out. This isn't the battle I had after that stall one. I literally just threw that out. I couldn't be bothered. It was shit. Bleh. That's what I say to that. Anyway, he's got the baton pass team. I literally had this about half an hour ago. And, I'm thinking, okay, this could be quite interesting. I mean, he's got the Espeon, which I can't roar out. I don't have raw, but he's got the ninjas. He's got things. That's what he's got. He's got things, and I'm going to kill them. Yeah, that's how you do that in literally 10 seconds. I don't need to spend 5 hours explaining what I'm going to do to his fucking team. It's kind of obvious. That's what I hate about Pokemon, but everyone spends 10 billion years talking about what they're going to do to the guy's team. Just explain while playing. I don't know why that annoys me. It's not like I'm doing anything else. I can bear to sit around for 5 minutes. It's just, why explain it when you could show the battle? I don't know. Whatever. That's me. I don't know if any of you agree with me, but that's how I feel about the Whatever. Ninjask is here, it's setting up. I led off with Pharaoh on the off chance that I could get my stealth rocks up and cripple this bloody bug thing. But he leads straight out of it. I kind of figured he would. Although I don't know why he'd have Scissor in the lead-off spot for that. I would have thought, you know, something that has different weaknesses to Ninjask would be the good thing, but whatever. Anyway, I go in the zone because I know I can get a sub up. It's not going to do anything to me. And then I'm going to sit there and I'm going to flash cannon it. Because I can. And he isn't getting any boost in his defense. Oh, it wasn't SP on his Vaporeon, wasn't it? That's it. So, forget the raw bollocks. It's just going to set up Acid Armors or whatever. Or I don't know what Vaporeon does in a Baton Pass team. I think it's Acid Armors. I don't think it gets Carmined. Anyway, he's finally going to bomb Baton Pass out. I kind of figured Sizzle was going to come in since I kept flash cannoning. But no, he's going to go into Vaporeon as I go HP Fire. And I'm like, okay, I'll Thunder that. It's cool. So now I'm really expecting Sizzle or any Kira maybe to come in, but again, the big point is I am behind the sub, so he's got to take a turn to kill that, and I have an analytic boosted whatever the fuck I want to go for to kill it. So that's why I wanted Zone in there. So I'm set up, I'm ready to go, and I can at least get a hit off on something. So I'm predicting the Sizzle or the Kyurem or whatever to come in, and wow. Yeah. I don't really think I should comment on that. So, he's going to bring the Politoed after baton passing out from a water type against a Magnezone. And I am on a rain team, so I'm going to have Thunder. I'm pretty stupid, but I can't even comprehend the logic there. Anyway, he's going to go into Kyurem and Hidden Power something me, and then I Flash Cannon, and I kill the Kyurem in one shot. Because it's a fucking Kyurem. I'm a Magnezone. I used Flash Cannon 5 times. He has Rain up. Why hasn't he gone into Sizzle yet and at least tried to superpower me? I'm gonna be slower. Just... I don't know. And then he forfeits. He's like, oh, I made that massive misplay. I'm just gonna give up. And I'm like, really? What? Really? You still had 4 guys, dude. Come on. Make an effort. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, he runs and I'm left slightly bewildered. I've had a DC after heavy stall. Some guy sends in a Politoed on an electric type with obvious thunder incoming, and then says, oh, I don't want to play anymore. It's just like, okay, you know, if you don't want to play anymore, fine. And then we got this team. Now, this person, I don't know, I'm assuming it's a girl, but whatever. Yeah, she's called the Absol 21. Interesting rain team, like I say, got the Absol, sticking with her name, well done. And, yeah, so that's about all I've got to say, really. It's kind of vaguely standard rain team. The Landorus is Landorus Therian, but the only real differences are the Absol, God knows what that could be, and the Meloetta, which more people should use. Come on, guys, Meloetta, you can either have it as a mixed thing with Relic Song, the beastliest special wall partnership with Skarmory ever, or as a Specs thing. What's not to like? Don't understand how people don't use it. It's got amazing stats. Its typing's alright, I suppose. Anyway, whatever. I lead off with Pharaoh. Person is going to switch. I'm just going to go with he. It works. It's a blanket thing. People know what I mean, they could correct me later. Yeah, he's going to go Stealth Rocks, as I went Stealth Rocks before on the Switch, and then I'm going to go Knock Off, get rid of the leftovers, because basically I kind of want to keep scaring this thing in and out, so it'll keep taking residual damage. Hang on. Alright, sorry about that. Random pause. Dad came in, he's going to bed, so I need to be really quiet, so just going to move the mic a bit closer to my mouth. Anyway, I kind of need to keep scaring that Landorus in and out, so that it keeps taking Stealth Rocks, it isn't going to get any recovery, and yeah, that's my plan. So I'm going to go Leech Seed, just in case, because I saw nothing that really wanted to deal with it, so in comes this Toxicroak, and it's just like, oh, it's probably a subset, it doesn't want to deal with Leech Seed, so piss off. That's kind of what I'm going for here. So yeah, and the next few minutes are well, interesting. Basically, I know that as long as it doesn't have Ice Punch, my Dragonite is literally golden against that Toxicroak. So a lot of what I do is just switching in Dragonite over and over and over again, because it can't die. I mean, I scout for Ice Punch, it doesn't have it, and I just sit there. Anyway, I go knock off on the Meloetta, and I'm going to go into Mien Shao. It's quite a ballsy play, but I figured it was probably going to go Focus Blast, or it was Sub, whatever. It does a lot of things, maybe Relic Song, so I kind of wanted to go in there, see if I could get a cheeky U-turn. It goes Sub, I don't get my cheeky U-turn, but I do break the Sub, so yeah. That works for me, I have no problems with that whatsoever. And now I'm just going to go into Politoed, tank whatever it feels like hitting me with, which is Psychic. I saw Lifty, so I kind of knew Politoed would be okay, which I am. I take that handily. I believe I can switch in, take Stealth Rocks, and live another one, so yeah. And now I'm predicting the switch to Toxicroak, because I can't hurt it, so I'm going to go into Dragonite. Now, what I kind of keep having to do is make sure that I have a well-rounded amount of HP, because Toxicroak is actually quite quick. I don't really, if it does have Ice Punch, then that's just awful. About the only other thing I'd have to kill it with is Magnezone if I could get a sub in on something. But in comes his Landorus Therian, and I'm just going to Roost, because I wanted to make sure I have Multiscale. I wasn't sure if the Toxicroak could be quicker, because it might be a, I don't know, bulky set, max HP, bulk up thing, I don't know. But, so I'm just going to go Dragon Claw, and I get a crit. Now, I don't know how much that mattered, because even within Power Ice, Landorus Therian has less special attack than the regular one. Stone Edge isn't stab. I really can't think. I mean, I have multi-scale as well. There is, unless it got a crit, there was no way it was going to kill me. So, I was feeling pretty good. It was a bit unfair because that Landorus still had a lot of life left. I did go for a Dragon Claw because I wanted to keep whittling it down because I had to keep switching back in, you know, whatever. So, it might have been able to catch me because it might have been quicker. I don't know how quick it is. I know Dragonite is quite slow, so it might have been able to catch me without multi-scale, so that could have made a bit of a difference, but person said it was cool, so I don't know. Anyway, Vaporeon is going to protect on my Leech Seed, as I went into Pharaoh after I was rambling, trying to justify the crit not mattering when it probably did. Anyway, I'm just going to go knock off because you know, may as well. It's good. It's a nice bit of utility to have. Although it can be a bit scary against Terrakions, because what's going to come into a Pharaoh? Yeah. But I'm cool with the Toxicroak losing the lefties. That kind of makes me think it's definitely bulk up, but I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to go into Dragonite, and I'm going to force him to show me whether it's Ice Punch. If it's Ice Punch, then I'm going to have to do it the hard way. I'm going to have to keep going into Gyarados, and I'm going to have to keep having to taunt it and just be like, bleh, piss off. But he goes Drain Punch, and that is champion, because now, yeah, Dragonite, I know I'm comfortable, unless crit, but you can't really plan for crits. Oh well. Anyway, I'm just going to go for Roost, make sure I'm at multi-scale again, just to make sure. It's good to know. So, that is a lovely jubbly. I'm now back at full HP, and considering that they roared last time, I'm just going to stay and go for a Dragon Claw, just in case they don't want to. And in comes the Meloetta. I nailed that with the Dragon Claw, and down goes Meloetta, and I'm like, this is lovely. Dragonite is doing work, man. It's kicking ass. It's great. It's about fucking time, Dragonite, although it has saved my ass on a couple of occasions with some clutchy speed. It's been good. It's actually been doing well. The whole team's been doing well. I really like this team, but I hate that I like this team because it's really hoary and there. Anyway, back in comes the Vaporeon. I'm just going to go for a Dragon Claw because I have nothing better to do. I could go into Magnezone, but why? I don't know. There really isn't much point. So, I guess, I don't know. He's got a lot of things that, well, the Absol is kind of something I'm worried about, although it couldn't switch into me. But I don't know. We'll see how we go. Anyway, I'm just going to go over Polytoad because I'm not threatened in the slightest, and Lefties is cool beanies, and I'm going to get Toxic up, and I don't really know where I was going with that last bit, but, you know, I figured I'd burn a turn with Dragonite and see what you want to do. It went Scald. Polytoad is chill. Now here, I probably should go into Dragonite, or Zone, or anything, but I will click Toxic, because I was a little bit afraid to pull the trigger, because, you know, he's been kind of roaring and scolding. I've kind of been predicting the switch to Toxicroak like every single freaking time. So I figured they'd predict me to predict the Toxicroak, but I don't know. It was sort of like a quadruple prediction, and it didn't pay off. But I don't really care, because Dragonite doesn't care. But he's gonna make ballsy play. Gonna go into Absol, and yeah, I'm gonna go into Dragonite. I went extreme speed here purely because I figured he'd Sucker Punch. So I go extreme speed, normal gem, and I kill it. And I'm like, oh cool, that went well. And then in the chat, the person's like, okay, I have nothing for the Dragonite, good game. It's just like, oh, can you just play it out for God's sake? People give up too easily, like me giving up on my team the first time. Whatever, we're all a bunch of quitters. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.